more Korea.
The best Korean barbecue to try in Korea.
Something we've never had, Korean barbecue.
No, we have not.
What the heck? I've heard it's amazing.
I have as well.
I have not tried it, so eventually we have to try it. Korean barbecue, Korean fried chicken are supposed to be incredible. And I want, but I cannot have, so we just watched Jolly eat it.
Yeah, as we just sit here.
Just, I want to eat food. I'm always hungry. I just want to eat all the time. But, you know what? Let's just watch some Jolliers, Korean Englishman.
And get jealous, but I'm sure it'll be cool to watch.
Yeah. If you enjoy, subscribe, like the video. More Korea reaction stuff coming soon. Let us know what we should check out in the comments. More from Korean Englishman, whatever. Good videos about Korea, let us know.
Yes.
And let's do it. Korea! Korea! Let's do it! Whoa.
That's a little while. I was gonna say let's do this, but
Let's go.
Oh,
That's a thick cut.
oh my god. Holy moly.
I like how they use scissors.
곧
We don't do that
동계올림픽이
here.
평창에 열리면서 처음으로 한국에 오게 될 수많은 외국인들을 위해 쇼와 앤디와 함께 한국 필수 코스를 직접 체험해보기로 했어요.
Today, we're going to be trying Korean barbecue. Alright!
Andy show.
You literally get all of this before you even order.
You could eat all of that
Dang.
and they'd refill it, bring it back.
If I ate all
Wow.
of that, I then wouldn't need to order.
This specific Korean barbecue place is a pork specialist. We're going to get 3 different types of pork and we're going to see what you think.
Okay.
whoa, okay.
That
They
is
just
so-
cook it right there.
It's so thick.
It is thick.
This specific cut of
Some
pork.
would say, thick boiler.
Thick boiler! It's thick with 3 C's.
The most common type of Korean barbecue you can find in Korea. It's called samgyeopsal, and it is the pork
Samgyeopsal.
belly.
Okay. Oh, I love pork belly.
So it's essentially,
Oh, look at it. Look at the colour. Oh man, the smoke and the garlic and oh.
Look at this, there's a barbecue inside.
Why do the British not have
I
this?
don't.
This is the future. I am about to be very happy.
for your first piece of samgyeopsal. My mouth is literally so much I'm finding it hard to talk. For your first piece of samgyeopsal in Korea, just dip it in a little bit of this salt, which will just bring out the flavour slightly. Enjoy the taste.
There's so much food.
That is a lot of food.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That is perfect.
Jeez, they really like
Yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh.
This is honestly the best pork I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Without doubt.
Some people are quite surprised at how fatty samgyeopsal is, but once you cook that fat,
You can taste the actual flavour of the meat more.
now dip this in this sauce which is called samjang.
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 This is like Chris's favourite sauce in the world. Let's see if you guys like it. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
What is this?
The sauce is good, right? Yeah.
I can't imagine what is in that.
Whoa.
Made from soybeans.
No way.
Yeah.
I've always hated soy.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
This specific part of the meat is a different cut of pork.
Oh, this isn't the gizzards, is it?
Pigs don't have gizzards.
Well,
This is a part right above the back of the neck called hangjeongsal.
한정사.
Round 2.
if anything, that is even better.
You like this more?
It's really soft.
It's really soft,
Yeah,
isn't
I'm
it?
surprised.
Really
Okay,
soft.
okay.
Another way you can eat it, yeah, is with these leaves. This is called
Like-
myeongnamu.
My only reference to something like this is like pulled pork or like a pork chop.
Yeah, just anything with like pork in it.
Yeah.
That's literally like my only reference to it. Anything that has pork in it.
Yeah. I mean, what like pork things have you eaten?
I don't even know. Just stuff that it would be in, like meat-filled things.
Like
that
a
have-
hot dog?
Maybe, or like a dumpling we've had that maybe had pork in it.
Yeah.
Or like any like filled thing.
Yeah. Yeah, my closest thing I guess is American barbecue, pulled pork.
Yeah.
Getting a bit of this, dipping it in the
Definitely very different.
dipping it in the leaf. Hangjeongsal.
Oh wow. Oh my god.
That's good.
Get a healthy amount of samjang on there.
Interesting too, American barbecue. It's just like
Literally.
tons of barbecue sauce on everything.
Yeah, basically the reason it's barbecue is because of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
How is that soy?
Samjang.
This they have none.
It's good. This restaurant is most famous for moksai.
That is huge.
That is the neck of a fish.
Wow.
It was like a little piece above. That's the actual neck.
That is one hefty pig.
Do you want to learn how to order a beer?
Big boy.
Yes,
Big
I do.
boy.
You say mikju, hana, juseyo.
Okay. Mikju Hana Juseo. That looks so good.
So
You're right about the noise. There is like something primeval in that. It takes you back to caveman time. It's like deep within you. It's beer.
Hombre. Wow, look at this.
Oh,
It's
God.
so tender. It just goes like that, doesn't it? It doesn't take much long.
There's literally no way that this can possibly be better than what we just ate. And yet, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, it actually might.
I'm going to go as far as to say that I enjoyed that bit more than chimek.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I could eat so much of that. Because you're almost involved in the process of making it.
You know how Indian people eat
just sitting there.
You're almost in the
and
process.
taste it, and if you touch it as well, it's another way that you're interacting with it.
Pretty much all of your senses are involved.
Yeah. I think that's part of why it tastes so good.
There is a way to eat Korean barbecue with your hands.
Really?
Using one of these guys. And what you want to do is you want to get a bit of the garlic, and then we're going to get a little bit of this as well.
And it's so healthy.
The beautiful moksai.
We need. See, when we go to Korea, they'll bring out all that stuff, and we'll be like,
We'll just like,
eat, like try them one by one.
we'll grab a spoon and just like scoop up a sauce and be like,
Oh.
we won't know that it's supposed to be like you mix in like the lettuce with all that.
We won't have like Josh to like tell us what to do. Or
We'll be
be like,
so clueless.
Rest.
And then we'll be like, what do we do? And then they won't speak English. We'll be like, it's fine.
it's okay. Then we just.
And then we look at them, and then they're just like,
Yeah, they're disgusted. You just take out a ketchup bottle.
It into its bed, and then we're going to tuck him in.
Tucky.
This is the all 5 sense experience.
Yeah.
Right?
The rule of eating Korean barbecue with a sam, you have to go
All
full
in.
mouthful.
All in one, right?
You ready for this?
It's pretty big for a whole
big
mouthful.
oh god.
The people in the restaurant are probably like, what the heck are these guys
It's like a meal all
doing?
in one mouthful, isn't it?
Heck of a
And you
back.
get them at different stages.
Yeah, that's it.
So every time you bite in, you get like a little bit more of the sauce.
And then you get the meat.
Samjang, the fat like
Yeah,
squeezes out and soaks the other stuff. And
marinates everything else.
Makes me want to write poetry.
What?
It's that good. I want to write an ode to
moksai.
and the samjang.
So you tried 3 different types of pork now.
For me, Samjang Thai, #1. Like seeing it for the first time,
Right.
being like, wow, this is
The
incredible.
first one you had.
Technology and tradition and everything. The barbecue inside, come on man, what the hell?
My meat of choice would always have been beef. I would have gone for a steak. I wouldn't have gone for pork. Now, it is a tosser.
Really?
Like I've never had beef
Wow.
that tasted this good.
Beef that tasted this good.
Yeah, this is more succulent, got more flavour going on. You can do more stuff with it.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned steak because pork
Oh.
isn't the only type of Korean barbecue you can get. This wouldn't be a fair foreigner's favourite comparison video about Korean barbecue unless we tried all of the options. So we're gonna move to a beef specialist restaurant, and I hope you guys still have some room in your bellies because we're doing round 2.
Bring it on.
Let's go get some beef.
Ever
Dang.
since that time, I kept thinking, how is this not a thing in the UK? Because it's beyond comprehension.
It is. Let's
That's
open a
true.
restaurant.
Yes.
We don't have anything like that around here, at least. Like maybe in California, they have stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
maybe.
there's a lot of Korean immigrants in California. Well, like relative to the other places in the United States. The only thing we have like around here that's popular is like hibachi, like Japanese hibachi grills.
Yeah, and they just do the like super like flashy type of cooking in front of you. But
Yeah.
it's still not like a
It's-
barbecue where you just like go there, you mix your own food around.
The hibachi is good though.
I have not tried it yet.
We should go. We should go.
We should. It'd be a good deal.
Can you imagine? We'd be like millionaires.
No, we wouldn't. We'd just eat all the food ourselves. That is like bacon.
Yeah, that actually looks like pork.
This is very thinly cut beef brisket.
No.
Kind of looks like ham.
You'll notice as it cooks,
Oh,
it's actually
hammies!
shaped.
I'm gonna be
It's like the
totally honest.
Italian
It
meats
doesn't
that
look
you see.
amazingly appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like bacon that's gone wrong. Oh, yes.
Much better.
Now it's starting to look appetizing.
It's starting to look a lot like beef.
It's almost like it's melting on top of the grill.
Oh, I just got the smell. It smells really good.
I'll do bacon.
Ollie,
Wow.
he's a cameraman.
Oh man.
No, it does not taste how I expected it to.
It looks really bland.
But it has got tons of flavour.
My favourite way to have kimchi is cooked on a grill and then just like wrap a piece of meat in kimchi.
Okay, so wrap it in the kimchi.
Wow.
It's like two things that taste amazing on their own. You put them together and they taste like even better.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I'm doing it again.
Thank you so much again.
Mate, absolute pleasure.
That's not a feeling you ever get as a British person. People never thank you for sharing your local cuisine.
You give them a plate of beans on toast, they're not like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Depends how many weeks it is since they last ate.
So for me, one of the major differences in the pork and the beef is the chunkiness of it. So every time you have the pork, it's like a big mouthful. You literally get your teeth
This is
in.
wafer thin, but it still has that much flavour.
We've still got one more type of beef to try.
Is it going to be even thinner? It's invisible. Look, it's already on there. It's so thin, it's just an idea. Oh yeah, it's delicious.
You can't have a Korean barbecue without
Is that soju?
Soju.
a bit
Wow.
of soju. Thumbs up.
Gombe.
Wow, that puts hairs on your chest. What, are we going to cook it on that?
For this type of beef,
Whoa.
you need a different type of grill. What? Koreans, when it comes to barbecue, they do not mess around. Everything is perfected to make sure that meat is cooked in the ultimate way to get the juices.
That's another difference
into your
between Korean and English barbecue. I don't know if you've ever been to an English barbecue, but you literally have a massive grill and then you just bung everything on it and hope for the best. And then one of the kids will like fall over, so the dad, it's always the dad that's cooking it. You go inside, half an hour, forget about it, you come out, it's on fire, and then you just eat it anyway because there's nothing else.
This is like gourmet. If you're bringing out different grills and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd expect this at a high-end restaurant.
In Korea, that is
standard.
literally the base. Now, the beef we've been having today, it's all hanu,
Hanu.
which is the specific name for Korean beef. Korean cow is more expensive, higher quality, and there's a difference in the type of meat.
Marble.
Yeah, marbled, that's the word. The fat kind of goes all the way through.
Any idea what that's going to do to the meat?
Probably, judging by everything that's gone before this, make it taste frigging amazing.
Interesting. I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Might be similar to like
look
the
at that.
Costa Rica thing, you know?
Yeah, it is. That is interesting. Yeah, good point. The when we went to Costa Rica like a couple of years ago, I had a burger there at this specific restaurant. I don't know if they got it from like the local farms around there, but the meat in the burger was so good. I don't know. It tasted so much different and so much better than normal burgers at home. I don't know. That must be like the same thing
Yeah.
here.
I never tried it when I was there, but like you notice when like even just comparing basic burgers, like when you go to like a McDonald's, the more fake the meat gets, the less flavor it has.
Yeah.
And then you go to like a place like In-N-Out, has more flavor, but then you go to a place like an authentic like local restaurant and then you get their beef and that has even more flavor. So this must just get even more because it's less and less fake each time.
They probably fed with different things.
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming in Costa Rica, it was more like actual like jungle grass because the whole country is like jungle. So it must be like what they eat.
Yeah, it must be the diet if they're like impacted by any outside source as well.
Because it was so good. It was so different. I'm very curious to see like you bite into it and be like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Holy moly. Oh my days. Dude,
Look at that, it's like red
Now-
in the middle. Oh, it's so good.
this is hanu dungshin.
Hanu.
Beef doesn't really come that much nicer than this. I'm saying that because I want to warn you, don't use the samjang.
Wow, it must be
Want
good
to
if you
have
don't want
just
samjang with it.
A little bit of salt or just straight?
I'm going straight. I want to try straight.
Hanu dungshin.
Oh my gosh, wow. That is unbelievable.
Oh my,
Literally, you bite into that, juices like fill your mouth and you're like,
so
I
soft.
wonder how much that
It
costs.
melts.
Yeah,
It might cost a lot.
the more
Well, just with
Korean
how much you
food I
get
eat, the
around
more
it,
time
too.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've wasted up to this point. My whole life. Why have I been eating English food? And more to the point, we've been friends for a few years.
Yeah, why is
Where
this
has
a
this
thing
been?
happen? What are you doing, man?
You can't get this in England. I've been waiting to
Why
bring you
did you
here.
not tell me to fly to Korea?
Is this seasoned?
No, it's not even marinated. That flavour is just the flavour of the fat.
How? How?
This is amazing.
Right,
Yeah, so it must be partly the diet.
chew it,
A
yeah.
good chunk of the
Like
diet,
burst of
probably.
flavour. And then you get into the middle, and the middle is obviously cooked completely different.
Yeah.
So it tastes completely different. It's like a food festival in the mouth. This isn't beef. Like this is like a whole new meat.
Yeah,
I agree with you
what you
entirely.
mean.
Honestly, I don't think there is a comparison between this and English beef. And I'm saying that as someone who likes beef a lot in England. So here's the question, show. this or the pork. Because for me, the pork was the best pork I've had ever. But then this is the best beef I've had ever.
I think I'm gonna go for the pork.
Whoa.
The variety of ways of eating the pork, the samjang, the kind of kimchi, the mu, the whole lettuce leaf and everything. Yeah. It's all part of the experience and the flavors just go so well together. The next bite is always like an adventure. I know you can do that with this as well, but I think it's
cool.
just more of an experience.
You're right, the pork had a lot more variety. But the beef is so good on its own. It's so purely amazing. So I wanted to write poetry about the pork. I'm writing an opera about the beef.
You're writing an opera? Who's your lead?
Me.
Okay.
I'll be honest, it's not so much an opera as me just eating on stage.
Okay. I am so glad to have experienced with you guys your first ever
Nowhere near as glad as we are.
journey into Korean barbecue.
One of the best moments of my life.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
To all the people who are coming to Korea for the first time, the one must try Korean barbecue. Andy?
This beef.
한우 등심.
Joe?
Samgyeopsal.
Samgyeopsal.
If you can find somewhere that does
Dang.
Do that.
That's the solution.
Ah,
Guys.
I wonder how much it costs.
It's probably decently expensive, and we'd be so confused.
Because we were looking at prices of food between different countries, and we noticed that beef in Korea was like super high. And we were like, oh boy.
I guess that might be why.
Yeah, if it's super good and special like that. So,
yeah, and we might suck at grilling it too if we have to do it ourselves.
yeah, definitely. I've never grilled anything before.
Me neither. And we'd have to just.
The first one would just be absolutely fried, and we eat it, and we're like,
This wasn't as good as I said it was.
You know, they're a great spokespeople for Korean food, but not so much for British food.
No, they're hating on the beef or the beans and toast.
We were excited to go to London because we were gonna go there in the summer, and we're like, oh man, the food there's gonna be so good, and they're just like, no, it sucks.
Yeah.
No, but this stuff looks.
It looked very good. It looked very good.
I want it. I'm very curious. Yeah, but if we have to cook it ourselves, I don't know. It might
We went.
be interesting.
Not just because it's like, oh, I gotta do it myself. It's literally because like, oh no, we're gonna ruin it.
We're not gonna know what to put it in.
No.
No.
Just start grabbing random things. We'll dip it in something. Turns out it's soju, and then we're like, what the?
Well, if we can just say, Mr. Waiter, can you please cook this for us? Thank you. For free, no extra money.
And then he'll be like, has no clue what we just said.
There we go. Onion? See? See? Italia! Ah! Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, like the video. Let us know what we should check out next. Hopefully we can get some more Korean stuff soon. We did do a Korea taste test. It's pretty cool.
Go check that out. We checked out some snacks, and they were solid.
Yeah.
Solid snacks.
See you later. Bye.